What's up everybody, my name is Potato, bringing you another little quick tutorial on color correction and sound editing inside of Sony Vegas. I just want to quickly put out there, a lot of you people are kind of assuming that I'm a professional at Adobe After Effects and everything like that, and that's so far from the truth that it's not even funny. A lot of you actually have also recommended to people in the comments section that to go check out videocopilot.com, and I highly suggest that you guys go do that. That's where I've been learning everything about After Effects myself. Once you're on there, you'll see like a lot of the tutorials are my intros, but my intros have a little bit of a variation with them, but I don't deter from their tutorials too far. A lot of T's in that sentence, but weird. Anyways, getting off of topic here, we're gonna drag our footage into After Effects and drag it down into here. This is an unedited version of the Call of Duty clip that you guys saw yesterday. As you can see, it's kind of plain, kind of boring, just kind of what the game sort of looks like, but it's a good palette for adding a lot of effects to it. Like you guys seen yesterday that, or not yesterday, the day before, the preview was really stylized and really extreme, and I usually wouldn't push it that far, but I just kind of wanted to show you guys what you could do inside of After Effects. Anyways, what you're gonna want to go look into is Magic Bullet's looks. It's a plugin for After Effects, and it's absolutely amazing. It does 99% of the work for you. All you gotta do is just pretty much click and that's about it. There's a bunch of different effects in here that all of them are awesome. I honestly think that you can make music videos with this and get yourself a nice producing job over at MTV, because I think this is all they do, you know? Even though I know MTV doesn't make the music videos themselves, but you get what I'm going at. I used the swing tilt on my video. I had a few adjustments, so I adjusted the curves and the swing tilt a little bit. Swing tilt is a really awesome effect. It doesn't work too well inside of Call of Duty, but you could bring it out into other things like good panning shots or time lapses and stuff of like streets and stuff. That's what most people use it for, and it looks amazing. But you can change the angle of the camera, of where the focus is at. As you can see, it's kind of getting defocused around the outside edges between these two bars, and this is basically your area of interest. And you can keep it up there, raise this up, or swing tilt it out that way, you know, and really get that focus that you want. There's also a bunch of other stuff like star filter, which, excuse me again, I assume just takes the brightest areas of it and just makes it look gross. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of stuff in here. All these presets are really good. I actually like a lot of these. A lot of these just, I don't know, you can edit a little bit and they'll be good to go. I mean, I like this for maybe some Battlefield Vietnam footage or something, you know, a little bit grainier, and maybe throw in some, let's see if I can find it quickly, camera film grain into there, you know, and then mess around with that, you know, bust it up. That looks great. That is it's like confetti, you know, and who doesn't like confetti? Anyways, let's take that a little bit down, about right there, you know, and just mess around with all the settings, you know. That's basically it. People want to learn stuff, but really you learn a lot more just by opening it up and just doing it yourself, you know. Just flip through these and see which ones you like, you know. That one's kind of cool. I like the gradient, you know. It's like CSI Miami or something. I don't know. I think they actually have something like that. Let me see. Popular TV, crime scene. Maybe that's what I was thinking of. See, there's a lot of really cool effects inside of here, and you can customize yourself some, but for those starting out, there's Miami right there. this is a good start. I mean, it does a lot of the work for you, and you can put out really interesting looks. Like, look at that, you can't even see shit, you know. But yeah, we're gonna go with the swing tilt because that's what I used before. Actually, we're gonna get rid of the swing tilt and maybe even adjust these curves a tiny bit. Get a little bit more contrast in there. And we're actually going to go back to lens and use edge softness. Now this is what I've noticed a lot of these Call of Duty montage type videos use. They kind of like to keep your focus in the center, and this is a great way of doing it. You know, bring this out really big so the softness kind of fades in a little bit more. Even take that out just about maybe there. And then we're going to add a sweet vignette in here. That's a little too much, so we're going to back it out, and this will add like a black gradient to kind of come over the edges here. Let's see. I don't think that's about it. I mean, you can mess with stuff like exposure and everything like that to kind of blow out areas, you know. But that's just a little too much for me. I'm going to keep it simple on this one. Hit OK. You'll see it go all the way through. Hit RAM preview. And you'll have yourself a nice looking piece of footage here. As you come in through here, I don't want to go all the way because I am still recording, so I don't want to waste all my RAM on the RAM preview. But if you come in here, effects, looks, right here, you can tell the difference between the two things. Adds a little bit of I don't know the word I'm looking for. A little bit more drama to it, you know? So, anyways, what you're going to want to do after that is you can actually do all of your editing and sound work inside of After Effects, but it's a little bit easier to see in Sony Vegas, so that's what I'm going to actually bring up right now. So, this is our thing, but it has a little bit of that film leak look, you know, where it kind of bleeds off the edges there. But relatively, it's the same thing. It's the same clip as from before. But right now, it's really bland, really boring. So what we're going to do is open up Adobe Bridge. Adobe Bridge, for those who don't know, is basically a glorified file browser. I mean, instead of going through Explorer and like looking through all your files and stuff, you can open up Adobe Bridge and put all your favorites in here. Like after I watched Video Copilot and stuff, and they showed like they have all our packages for Twitch, Riot Gear, and Evolution. Twitch is one of my favorite plugins, aside from Magic Bullet's color or looks, I guess. Video Copilot also has a great series for pro scores, and Action Essentials 2 is amazing. Has a bunch of pre-rendered explosions, sound effects, everything like that. Gun muzzle flares, everything. It's great. I really want to dive more into it, but I don't have time lately. Anyways, let's go into epic music. Maybe suspense. Nah, I don't like that already. Foggy Lake. I don't know about that one. Let's try this one. Nah. These are all too horror-y, you know? Now let's go to Massive. Let's try Mountain of Gods. It's kind of slow, a little dramatic. Ah, okay. Quantum Physics with an F. Nice build. Nah. That just sounds epic. probably use that in a later video. It's a little too upbeat. Death Trap. Nah. Giant Leap. Nah. Let's try this one. Whoop. Don't mean to select it. There we go. Click and drag it on into here. Okay, we might be able to make use of that right there. Maybe near the end. I like to kind of sync stuff as much as possible, so right there. Maybe during the fade out. Right here. And then you can extend that into another scene or something like that. You know, I'm not gonna make a whole clip here. I'm just gonna show you the basics. That way you can do it on your own. Yeah, that's not bad. And then I don't know. This is just something we'll just throw in the outro here, and kind of mix that in a little bit. I'd like a longer fade here, so I'm gonna kind of try to mix both. There we go. So when it comes in, that second little trombone there. But I kind of, I don't know, in my mind I kind of see like fade ins and fade outs of other scenes, you know, like let's see if I can't get some Black Duty. Let's bring in the actual raw footage here of this. Let me get rid of the sound file, and even though there's no effects on here, we might be able to figure out something. This is me just cruising around in theater mode here, trying to get shots. What is this? What was I setting up here? Okay, yeah, so you can kind of, this is from a different part, but you can see walking out here, or running rather. Cut it off right before I stop walking. Bring that over, get rid of this. I know the next scene here is a shot of me shooting this fella. That low down dramatic look. Oh, let's get back our editing tool here. Split it here and fire, fire, fire. What's going on? Where'd I go? Am I done? Okay. Let's actually back up to where. Right there. Alright, so let's get rid of this, and so we have our fade out there. Maybe throw in a slight fade here. Maybe do another fade. Bring that in here. Maybe I cut that a little too soon. Actually, we can extend it and actually use the part where I stop firing here as the fade out. Like maybe begin the fade out right about there, which is basically what we did, so it should look pretty good. Yeah. Okay, so anyways, that's basically it. I mean, it's such a bad example to kind of show sound design, but You can tell such big effect changes, you know? Have this really nice looking effect just straight to bland, you know? So, anyways, there is like a lot of things that you could add to this. I mean, sound design, bust into here. Oh, there's atmosphere with bombs, mammoth hits. I've used these many times. I mean, let's see. Maybe we can try to bring that in here. Kind of try to bring this down a little bit to add a little bit more oomph to this. So when you're going, and see right here, after that crash, I want a little bit more oomph in that. So what we're gonna do is actually get rid of this, copy, paste. See, now there's some extra bass in there, you know, and you want to try to line it up with where that next sound hits as much as possible. And we're actually going to have this teeter off near the end there because I don't want it to keep going through this next one. And actually, I don't know why my there it is. I try to watch this as much as possible because right here I don't like how it peaked out around 2.4 because I like to keep it around -6. So I'm going to take that down a little bit. Okay. There is also other things that we could do inside of here, like I've used a lot of reverse stuff before for like endings of videos, intros and stuff like that, to kind of give that feel that something's happening quickly, you know? Okay, we're gonna try to take this one right here and try to match it up with this. And take the volume down a bit. Yeah, that sounded pretty good. I want it to cut off though immediately. There we go. So I lined up the end of this right here with the beginning of the bass. That way, as it builds up, that's immediately where it drops off. So just one big bang, and then it goes down and fades into nothing. And if you want to get really into it, add like a little tail end here to kind of help it blend into the next thing. But no one's really gonna hear that. Again, there's other things that you could add as well. I mean, there's a bunch of atmosphere things. Check out the Pro Scores thing from Video Copilot. They spent a lot of time in this, and it's amazing. Like, maybe we could bring in this big drum to kind of add more oomph to these right here. These drums right here, where's, you know, take the volume down. And take it down a bit. And then there you go. A little bit more that's a little off. This second one is a little too much for me. Something's off. So let's back this out. And this is what sound editing is. It's just over and over, you know, repeating one part over and over to get that one effect that you're looking for. There we go. Just had to tone it down a little bit, and that sounds pretty good. So when we're going through here, a little bit more. So anyways, that's my really quick tutorial. I know it wasn't that helpful. I'm not really good at tutorials, but a lot of you are asking, and I wanted to put out some because I want to share the knowledge, you know, to make it a little bit more accessible. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Hopefully you enjoyed the tutorials. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments below, and maybe I'll take care of those in the next tutorial.